So I want to show you how I import and composite my live action footage into Unreal Engine. This is something that I use for many of my projects, and hopefully you can use it as well. Let's go. Firstly, make sure you've removed the background of your plate in something like DaVinci Resolve, and then you want to export your shot as a PNG sequence into a dedicated folder. Double check if you need to tick off export as alpha or something similar. Now load up your project in Unreal Engine and create an image media source. Open it, find the folder with your PNG image sequence and select the first frame. Go into Advanced and make sure to select the correct frame rate of your image sequence. In my case, it's 30 FPS. Next, you right-click and create a media player and tick the box that says Video Output Media Texture Asset. This will automatically create a media texture. Now add a plane from your Place Actors tab and drag the media texture onto the plane. This will automatically generate a material. We're gonna get back to that later. For now, load up or create your level sequencer and make sure you've added a camera to your sequencer. In your sequencer, add a media track. Now click the plus icon on your track, hover over source and select your image media source from the list. Right-click on your new track, hover over properties, and in the media texture section, select your newly created media player from the list. And you might need to rotate your plane. Still doesn't look quite right though. This is because the plane is in a 1:1 format, but my footage is in 1920 by 1080 resolution. To fix this, we need to adjust the width of the plane, make sure that the dimensions are unlocked, and then in my case, I divide the width 1920 with the height 1080 and input the value into my x-axis. That's better. Now at this point you are pretty much done, but there's a few more tips and tricks that I want to show you. If you want to improve the feathering along the edges of your plate, as well as give the colors a bit more depth, we can go back and open the material that we created earlier and change the blend mode from masked to translucent. If you want your plate to create shadows in the environment, tick off the Cast Dynamic Shadows box. If you want your plate to be adhered to your camera movements, you can add your plane to your sequencer, click the plus icon, and attach the plane to your camera. One final tip is if you want to create a low light scene and your plate is too dark, you can open up your material, add a multiply node from your texture sample RGB, and hook that up with your emissive node. In your multiply node, adjust the value until it suits your scene. Now all that's left is to get creative, build your scene, make sure the scene lighting matches your plate, and voila! And that's it. I know there are other ways of doing this, but this is how I've been doing it for my projects. Leave a comment if you've got any suggestions, tips, or questions. Bye!